So this is my post-fight reaction to Robson Conceicao versus Shaq Foster. Uh, was a pretty crazy fight. Shaq Foster came out aggressive in the beginning. I feel like he won the first 4 or 5 rounds easy. Conceicao took a little bit to get himself asserted into the action. Really, he wasn't really doing much early on. Looking to counter, couldn't really sit down on his punches. Couldn't cut off the ring really early on. He wasn't being as aggressive as you would think in a championship fight, just from what I'm seeing. Because I'm thinking in my mind, okay, this guy's a gold medalist. It's been in about 3 or 4 world title fights. I would think that he's going to be aggressive early on in the fight and not give away too many rounds. Um, he wasn't really dominating in the fight. Shaq Foster was doing a lot of different things. To be honest with you, I thought that Conceicao would put Shaq Foster in a position where he would have no choice but to fight, but he really didn't do it. He really didn't do anything. He paced himself throughout the fight. The crowd was booing mostly because Shaq Foster was boxing and Conceicao couldn't really get anything done. If he would have landed a lot more, he probably would have seen more action, but I mean, he wasn't landing. So obviously, that's where the boos came from. The boos didn't come from these guys throwing punches and not landing. Like, I don't understand that. One guy was landing, it was just the other guy wasn't. That's how it goes sometimes. It was a fight. But to be honest with you, man, it was a robbery, like in my mind. Um, Conceicao didn't do enough to win this fight. He didn't do as much as he did in any other loss that he's had. He actually did less in this fight than he did the other losses he had. The other losses were a lot closer than this fight was. Um, Especially like in the Shakur Stevenson fight, he didn't do as much as he did in that fight. It was the same kind of blowout, the same kind of performance. He didn't maximize what he needed to do. I think Conceicao didn't show it tonight. And I'm usually a guy who say, man, you know, Conceicao, he's gotten robbed or he had a close fight with this person. Tonight wasn't his night, man. He didn't show up. Like I can't even. It's not much more I can really say about that. Um, he doesn't look like someone who's uh, a victor in my mind. You know what I'm saying? This fight, I don't think he pulled it off. He didn't have enough action, man. Not in this fight. He didn't have enough action. He got outboxed. He was trying to trail and be aggressive, but he wasn't letting his hands fly like that. He wasn't. He was punching air. Shaq Foster was moving, but it wasn't to the point where it was like, oh, he's just running. No, he was exchanging as well throughout the whole fight. I'm very surprised by the judges' scorecards, man. That's not very good to have a guy like a Shaq Foster show up. And he's already said multiple times going into the fight, oh, I got different styles. I got different styles. And we've seen him brawl. We've seen him box. We've seen him do all kind of different styles. You know what I'm saying? Punch, hit and not get hit. So I don't understand uh, the judges' scorecards, man. Like allegedly, it looked like the cards was already done, man, before the fight even started. Like it already looked that way. The way he was in the pocket the whole time and uh, he was countering a lot. Man, he did an excellent job boxing. I mean, you can't ask for anything more. I don't understand that. And I just seen that's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna have to basically make a video about this situation. I already knew something like this was gonna happen. Overall, I seen it coming. I really did. Conceicao, he ain't doing nothing. He tried to fight on the inside. He wasn't fighting on the outside. When he was fighting on the outside, he got outboxed. Couldn't cut off the ring well. Wasn't punching enough. His punch output was low, man. That's all it was. Couldn't land. Didn't do any damage. Couldn't hurt him. He had more damage on his face than Shaq Foster did. So I don't understand that, man. that's a tough decision. But that's all I got, man. Like and subscribe.